Happy holidays! Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am so inspired by the holidays and just putting up ornaments on my Christmas tree that I decided to create a fun, kind of smoky red eye for you for the holiday season. So, if you're in the holiday spirit and you want to see a very fun, glammy red eye with a pop of color, stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, let's get started with this glammy holiday red tutorial. The very first thing we're going to do is definitely prime your eyelid, and again I'm breaking out my favorite, and if I could find it, my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is like my favorite of the moment, but again you can use your favorite, whatever works for you. Use it for this look. The very first thing we're going to work on is actually creating a base using a matte shadow. We're going to use that first, and the shadow we're going to use is from Raving Beauty Cosmetics, and this is called Crease. The brush I'm going to use is definitely going to be a flat brush that's kind of a shader brush that you can pack on the color with. And what I'm going to do again is use a patting motion to get the color on the lid area of the eye first. And you want to pat this all the way up to about your crease area of the eye, which for me, since I have a hooded eye, is going to be right here. And it's not going to stop because we're going to actually take a different brush to blend this matte shadow out. Okay, so now that we have that color on the lid area of the eye, we're going to go ahead and grab a tapered blending brush, and this is the Sigma, and this is the E35, and it's kind of tapered and pointed on top. We're going to use that to blend out the crease area of the eye. Now I'm not grabbing any color at this point. I'm just going to blend out right in this area of the eye, kind of working up to a triangular shape in this section of the eye, and then I'm going to start blending out the crease and moving my way up. I'm not going to go so far out this way because it's going to drag the shadow down, so I'm going to stop about right here and start blending that one up as well, all the way up to the brow area of the eye. So just keep blending because you want a very thick concentration of the color on the lid, and then you want it to eventually fade out to the brow area of your eye. So essentially it's going to look just like this. Again, another gradient finish to your eyeshadow, and then whatever's left over is kind of blend out in the inner corner of the eye and then toward this outer region of the eye, just so you end up with a nice burst of color. Before I start working on the lid area again, I'm going to grab a matte shadow. You can use anything that's close to your skin tone, but a nice highlight. This is beige from Lorac Cosmetics. I'm just going to take a blending brush, and this is Sigma's blending brush, and this is the E30 or 25. I'm just going to tap off just a little bit off the shadow like so, and then work it on the arch of the brow and lightly blend it over the edges of the red. This will blend out any harsh lines like I always see in every video. Now we're going to start adding some fun to this eye area. Going back, I'm going to grab Raving Beauty Cosmetics, and this is called Red Hot. So the first color is called Crease, and now we're using Red Hot. This one's going to be a sheer shimmer, so that's why I used the red on top to give it just a little extra pop. We're going to go ahead and grab that flat, stiff brush again, working from the lid, and then you really want to pat it onto the brush so you don't have so much fallout. But I'm going to again start at the center of the eye and pat the color on, and as you can see it's pretty shimmery, and then move my way into the inner corner of my eye like so. And we mainly want to keep the concentration of it here, and again I'm just using patting motions to get the color laid in there. And then once I do that, I can go back to my tapered blending brush and kind of blend out the edges of the shimmery shadow so that it blends into the Crease color, just like so. Now we're going to add some shading to this color. You can grab any of your favorite matte blacks. Mine happens to be Blackout. I'm going to need another one soon, but I love Blackout. And I'm going to be using a stiff, kind of like a pencil brush, I would say. This is one of Sigma's older pencil brushes. This is the SS219, and I'm going to take that matte black shadow, and I'm going to just pop just a little bit on the tip of the brush only, and I'm going to kind of line my lash line, if you guys can understand, just to stay in the outer corner. Now you're going to get some fallout, so be very careful. I already gotten some, but that's okay, we can clean it up. And I'm going to blend that color inward. So I created my wing, and I'm essentially creating a V shape from the lash line all the way out and then inward like so. And I'm starting with just a little bit because we don't want it too heavy, otherwise, like I say, it's hard to correct. when you put too much shadow on, so start off with very little and add more if you want more intensity. But essentially working in the crease almost to the inner half of the eye, and we're going to start moving that color up, taking short, stippling little motions. And once we have it there, we can go ahead and add some more and blend more into the crease. Like you see that lines are really sloppily applied on, but that's okay, because I'm going to go back and grab my blending brush and I'm going to blend that line out just like so. So if you accidentally make a mistake and the lines are not perfect, you can always go back and blend out the colors. And then I'm just making sure I keep in a nice alignment to my lash line, an upper lash line, and just moving that shadow up. Now I'm just checking for symmetry, and if I want to add more, I can technically use this brush and lightly tap it into that black shadow and work in the crease first, and then move your way up again. So crease, you want the concentration there, and then you want it to lightly fade up. Let me know if my talking through this is helpful. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but you end up with a nice fade of this black shadow. Now I'm going to go back to the lash line one more time, and I'm just going to add a little bit of thickness of the black shadow there. It's a great way to make those lashes look a little thicker, but you know me, I'm going to be wearing some falsies. The next thing I want you guys to do is just grab a, I'll say a frosted white shadow. This one's called Crystal Avalanche from MAC. I'm using Sigma's, and this is this small tapered blending brush. It's not as stiff as the other brush I used, so I'm just going to take a little bit of it, and I mainly want to apply that just on the peak of my brow like so, just to create a nice highlight. Just in that section, and then lightly blend it over. And I may just put a pop right there, but that's going to disappear anyway, but I just want to take the excess and kind of blend out the inner corner. But we pretty much have the upper lash line done. I'm going to keep the lash line very light. I don't want too much color. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab a smudger brush or a short shader brush, like so. It's rectangular, and I'm going to take that matte black shadow and lightly press just a little bit on the tips of this brush here. Tap off the excess, and I'm mainly going to create a concentration of color at the root of the lash line. So we're really just going to lightly tap on top of those lashes just to give the appearance of a little thickness or fullness, and move your way almost to the inner tear duct right there. Now once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more of the Red Hot, which is the shimmery red color. I'm going to press that onto the shadow, and I'm going to work on the inner corner of the eye with it just a little bit. I'm going to continue to use that short shader brush, and I'm going to grab some of Crantini, which is the matte red, and I'm going to take a little bit, just like so. We're going to go underneath the lash line very lightly, just to have a little bit of that red underneath the eyes, and we're going to stop about right there. Now the last thing I'm going to do with the eyes, definitely line the waterline just to get a little bit more definition. Now we have the liner on the lower lash line. We definitely need to line on top. The liner I'm going to use is, this is going to be a long video. This is my Wet n Wild in black, and I'm just going to use my Bare Minerals, and it's kind of like a script brush. So if you want to think of that, of writing like very fine manuscript, using a brush like that. And I'm just going to take just a little bit out of the pot. Take a little bit out. Okay. And I'm going to start from the inner corner of my eye and move my way inward. I'm going to move this liner all the way over, just like so. And then once I stop there, I'm just kind of filling in from the lash line up, so you can always go back and dab in the color. And then I'm going to work on my wing. My wing is going to mainly stay on the upper lash line, but I'm going to move my way up past my crease, and I'm going to stop there, and actually I'm going to bring it just a little bit further up. Okay, so about right there. And then I'm going to go back to the lash line and connect the lines here. Now once you get that connected, you see that little gap there, you can go ahead and fill it in, just as simple as that, with the remainder of your lash liner. And once you've done that, you have your lash line completed, and you're free to go ahead and add your lashes. Now the lashes I'm going to add on are my Red Cherries number 43. I just love these because again they're very wispy, very flirty, and perfect for a look like this. All I'm going to do is simply apply these on. I like to start in the outer corner of my eye to get the lashes actually placed, and then I'll grab a tweezer, so you kind of getting a short tutorial right here, and place the remainder of the lash band. And once I get them on, I kind of like to pat them just to make sure they're in place. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and apply my favorite mascara once they dry. I'm also going to apply some mascara to the lower lash line. And then once I do that, I'll come back and show you what I do to my lips, and also show you, or to my cheeks actually. I was pointing to my cheeks. But I'll show you what I'm going to do to my cheeks. And I'm also going to show you a really fun way to make a beautiful holiday red lip. Okay, so welcome back. To finish off this look, I decided to keep the cheeks a little toned down. So what I'm going to be using is my NARS, and this is a Casino bronzer. And I'm just taking my blush brush at the moment, and I'm just adding just a nice warmth to my face, just so it doesn't overpower the red holiday eyes. And for my highlight, again, I broke out my favorite, and this is the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish, and I just used my little highlighting brush and applied it just to the upper portions of my cheek areas to give my face a nice glow. And for the lips, you can do two things. Since the eyes are very dramatic, with the red, as you can see, very dramatic, you can stop there and just put like a gloss on your lip. Otherwise, if you want to punch a color and you want to continue off with the holiday red, what I would do is use, and this is one of my favorite kind of brick red colors from NYX, and the color of this lip liner is called Auburn. But what I would do is line and fill in your lips is what I'm going to do, because we're going to create some holiday red lips. I'm also lining my cupids though, and then we'll begin to line the outer edge and fill in. And I'm just looking into a mirror. Okay, now that we have the lips filled in, you can stop here and add a favorite gloss. And what I decided to do, you guys know I have a lot of Raving Beauty cosmetic products, but at her website she carries a clear lip gloss base. And what I decided to do is take Crantini, and I don't know where Crantini went, but I took Crantini, which was the matte shadow that I used in this tutorial, and I created my own holiday red lip gloss. So I've already mixed it into a jar like so, my red lip. Inexpensive way to create a new lipstick. And I'm just going to use my little lip brush here and apply the Crantini right on top of the lip liner. The lip liner is going to work as a base to make the lip gloss last a little bit longer, and then when the lip gloss does fade, you'll have some color left underneath the lips before you go touch up again. But isn't that a nice difference? And I love it because it's not such of an orangey based red, at least for me, because anything that's kind of orange based to me, and that's pretty much your red lips. So if you want to be a little bit more edgy and add a little bit more color and pop, again, you can keep the lips neutral. Otherwise, you want to pop a color, this is a great way, inexpensive way to make your own holiday red lip using a little bit of clear lip base and making your own color, which is my Crantini red from Raving Beauty Cosmetics. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this fun holiday red look. And for more tutorials, stay tuned. Keep on watching. There will definitely be a few more holiday looks, maybe some golds, and I'll let you guys pick out a look as well. What would you like to see for a holiday look? Would you like to see some glitter? I will definitely be doing a holiday gold, and maybe just a basic pin-up eye with some red. You guys tell me. Otherwise, I'm definitely going to be picking my brain as far as some fun holiday looks to create for you guys this holiday season. And then if you also have some other tutorial requests or just requests on review of products, let me know. Leave your comments below. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.